Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me as we continue the development of our cute little town in Ostriv. We have precisely 200 people in. We have 3 working farms. We have a big market area here, which I think we should make look a bit nicer soon, but well, there's just so many things we have to do. We can see that this farm is active. The fruits and the stuff is ripening, all the crops. The fruit of their labor, I was going to say. But we still have work to do with creating a few extra farm fields. This field's ready, so we could place another one and then start to get rid of the trees in there. But I think we have to make sure that our tree business is doing good. This one is filled up with logs and wood, this one too. So yeah, they are doing good. Which means that we do have the opportunity to start taking out trees here. So we won't run out of wood anytime soon. So let's zoom in a bit so that we're sure that we are at the beginning. There we are. Let's zoom out again. Make it about 25 in length. Well, we can make it slightly longer if we want to. 50 units. This is the perfect field that we want. 25 trees to be removed, but they can take their time with that. That's not too much of a concern. We'll also speed up a bit so we can do a little bit more this episode. As we see that the harvest is coming in, the first potatoes. We still have apples. We have 8,000 buckwheat almost. We have 1,200 potatoes. So especially getting the extra potatoes will be nice. We have some flour to spare. So on that front we're doing okay. We can see that the farms are not really hiring extra people. But that might just be because we have not set up seasonal work for August. That's true. One of these will leave and then they will go for... some seasonal work soon. Ooh, there's only 1 worker in here. That's interesting. So we need more in there. Okay. Well, we'll have to focus on that. Let's see, because I think, yeah, this is set up for seasonal work. This is set up for seasonal work. So in about a month, or in half a month, a few people will leave their jobs here and start doing other jobs, which is good. That is what we want to see in the end. So that should work. As we are now building the shoemaker. Great addition to our town. And we have a messenger from Mirefa. We can get chickens and we can get a lot, but we don't need any of that. Could be selling some buckwheat, but I'm not so sure we should. Let's sell some salt. Let's make some money that way. We're not selling any metal because, well, we need to keep that. But at least with the salt we can do very good. We had a lot of salt there. And the shoemaker is ready. Alright, well, let's say that in the on-season 2 can work there. And in the off-season it will be emptied out. I think that's the best way to do it. We need to get rid of the people now, though, because we want ladies in there. On-season 2, off-season 1. Or nobody, actually. I mean, that's just 3 months a year that they won't be producing shoes. That's fine. We have no leather anyway, because the tanner still has to get working first. It's tanning now, but as soon as we have some leather, we can actually work with it. Ooh, we built another warehouse for the firewood. So let's put firewood in here. And I guess we can put some salt in here too. Are we selling that? I believe we are. Or at least we should be. So let's put in some salt here. That we can sell. And we are already selling apples, but apples are always hard to spread around town. So let's do an extra for apples. Now let's apply this to all and apply this one to all. Now we should have a lady in here soon too. We don't need anybody in there. We do need a worker in here though, but just a lady. And just one will do. And let's set these numbers up to 7,500 firewood and 2,500 salt. That should be fine. We don't need a lot more than that. At least not at this point. As we are now starting to build this little neighborhood, which is good. And this farm can start to hire some people. That's excellent. This one not so much. This one also not so much. But it's only September and already a lot of the harvest is coming in. So that's working out well. Here we get all the wheat in for the windmill that actually does a proper job. Together with this one. Do we have some animals to slaughter? Oh yes, we might have. I guess we should do so straight away, just to make room for other animals. No, not this one. Alright, and a few other ones. That should help get the tanner going. But I think we should do the same with sheep, though. We have a 2-year-old ram here and a 5-month-old. As soon as the ram turns 6, it's also fertile, so then we can slaughter the other one. We still need a few hides for the tanner to actually get working. What we could also do is just set this back to 250. So that it's a little bit easier to get tanning. Because otherwise it's just waiting and waiting and waiting. And once we do this, it can now just get all the resources and start tanning. Let's make 3 badges. Yeah, raw materials, getting the hides in, very good. Another messenger from Mirefa. That's also very nice. But we don't need anything from there. Should we sell some extra salt? Yeah, we still have plenty of salt, so why not? Let's sell some extra salt, make some extra money there. Alright, almost halfway in October. This farm is running well. This farm has a lot to do. This farm is done, so that's excellent. All that harvest came in. And now they're just busy helping out other farms, hopefully soon. Those people, yep, this farm is getting a lot of help now. Tanning batch spoiled due to a lack of workers. A tanning batch spoiled. I don't know what that means. Probably some stuff in here because, well, the workers are still there, so that should not be an issue. Dairy is working. Ah, we have another 1-year-old bull. Excellent. I think we can get rid of the 2-year-old ram now that we have another one. And once that animal is gone, that we might have a little bit more sheep hides to actually start tanning again. Interesting. Alright, this farm appears to be almost ready too. There's still some harvest to be picked up, but that's about it. And we now have almost 12,000 buckwheat. We have almost 4,000 potatoes, so that's working out. Oh, a lot of buckwheat in here. How much are we storing? Yeah, we are storing quite a good amount, but we might just need an extra granary for some excess storage. That could actually help, because then we have just more in store. Alright, this farm's almost done. This farm is getting there too, just 2 small fields left. But I'm kind of tempted to build an extra granary for the excess food that we have, because this farm is just getting filled up with all the goods, which is nice, but we need to give them a place somewhere. We could also invest in some storage right here, like with the hemp and flax. We're not storing it in here. And if we start doing that, that might actually help out too. But we might just need the extra storage here at this warehouse. So let's go with that, so we can store some hemp and flax. And once we store that here so that they can easily pick it up, that will also help empty this out, because there's a lot of hemp in here. There's a lot of flax in here that we should get rid of. And of course, once all the laborers are freed up again, they're not working the farms, they might just go help out the warehouses to stock up, which is a great thing too. No leather yet for shoe production, but that should be there not too long from now. These just don't have workers. Interesting. Let's just set them all up with 2 workers on the on-season and no workers on the off-seasons, and apply to all. So now they should all get 2 workers to start gathering all the goods. And then we can just empty out this ones manually, because they don't have to get that much stuff. Sorry, that was a little sneeze. I hope I turned the audio off in time. Another batch spoiled due to the lack of workers. I don't think it's because of a lack of workers. I think it's because we don't have the people to actually work, the stuff to actually create all that we put in. That might just be the case. All right, let's get some hemp in here. Let's get some flax in here so that we really start to stock up on the right goods that we want in there. Let's do this. Come on. 2 ladies in here. And that should be it. And then they should be starting to get all the goods in. And that should work out. Alright, we have some... Ooh, messenger from the Cartshed. Let's start selling some charcoal. Always a good deal. Let's buy some iron. You can always use a little bit more of that. And that's about it. We're not going to sell any apples because we don't have a lot to spare. Could be selling some buckwheat. No wheat because we are not producing enough to actually start to export that. We only have 1700 wheat right now. There's not too much to spare. Hopefully this farm can get going with wheat soon. Now this field's almost ready. So hopefully before the next spring we can start working on that field too. 2 of the houses get done. We're also going to get a lime kiln soon because this is filling up nicely. So yeah, some things are actually working out well in our town right now. So we should focus on what is next, especially after these 2 houses get done. 2 trees left, so that's going pretty quickly. Alright, now the whole idea was to get row houses in this area. For that we need brick production, for instance. And we're not there yet. So... well, we could go with the brick production somewhere here, I think. But we also need a lot of water for it. So I hope we can make that work. If we go check it out and we go to the brick production, we can see at the Brickworks. They need to be dried to produce 1 batch. Clay, sand, water in equal proportions. So yeah, they do need a lot of water. So if we build the brick factory here, which we can do, of course, no problem. We also need to make sure that we get all the goods that it needs. Now there's sand and clay here, so that's good. We could build it somewhere close here. I think we have to get some of the decorations up though. Well, not real decorations, but more the things right here. Let's build a fence here. Yeah, I think we can go like this right now. And we'll leave this as an opening where people can walk through. There's a lot of openings though. Let's go see. I think we could use this fence too and go this way. Because this building should be fenced off. That's nice. And then here we have some fencing around the salt works and this building. This can go out here and they can go out here, so that's good. So maybe we can start the brickworks here then. We need to remove a few trees for it, but that's okay. And then the brickworks. Yeah, I think we should focus it this way. No, the entrance should be like this, so they can get in from this side. There we are. Alright, let's focus on the brickworks now. Make sure that we get it. And then we can start to maybe think ahead about a few row houses. That would help our town. Alright, let's see. What should we get here? We already get the flax and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 1 more field for these. Just buckwheat and potatoes, I think. We can move it up and put it in the row right here so we can adjust things. So here it needs potatoes, here it needs buckwheat, and then it needs to be fallow. So we have a fallow field of 1 all the time. This one needs to be changed because this is not going in the right order, I think. What we can do, hopefully, is tell this one to go to the next. Does that work? Is it now 1, 2, 3? Yes, it is. All right, so that's good. And now we'll make this field active. And now all the fields have... all the 3 fields grow to projects and the fellow fields are never together, so that's good. Then I think it's time to build another field here, or at least try to build another field here. It takes time to remove all the trees again, but we have that time. So let's not worry about it too long. Ah, that's unfortunate. I don't think it attached here, by the way. Does it? Let's go right here. Yeah, now it attached. Perfect. 41 trees. Ooh, that's a big amount of trees. Well, we can manage it, I think, but it will be interesting. Alright, once we get the brickworks, we also need to start going towards the glassworks. Gathering charcoal. Well, that might be helping out creating a charcoal pit here. Next to the lime kiln. Is this the right fence? No. Sometimes I'm just trying to find the right fence. This should be the right one. Let's go a little bit like this. Let's build 2 charcoal pits here. So that this can have all the charcoal it needs. Just fence it off a bit like this. I think we need to put in a few big trees here to compensate for all the bad smoke that's coming out of this soon. And let's put in a few maple trees. We need to make this look nice for the people, of course. Otherwise they'll get mad at me. Let's add a few bushes. We'll do the different bushes, of course, because I just like it when bushes don't look all the same. Alright, there we are. This should be a nice spot now. And once this is filled up, we actually get a nice place for the workers. Alright, that's working out. Let's just put 4 workers in here if we can. We need to set up the rest of the infrastructure, which is mainly water. I think we should build a stone well next to it. Right here. And a wooden well. Just to make sure that if one of them gets emptied out, they still can use the other one. That would be nice. And then we'll fence this off. So this will be just the brickworks. Now the brickworks though will need a warehouse to store all their goods, which could be placed right here in the corner, like this. Alright, interesting. Let's move this over. There's not enough people in there yet. We're still struggling a bit with getting enough people, mainly because it's sowing season again already, so everybody's helping out on the farm fields. We can see that there, which is great. The more that help out on the farm fields, the better it is. And we still need to work on gaining more housing. What should we do with this? Well, I think we can just build some more housing here. But make it look a bit like this, so it does not face the farm. But faces the other side. Like this, and then we can just build a row of houses like this. Yeah. Let's just do 3 and see how well we can do with this. And then we might think of something here, maybe get chickens or whatever. And then we can build another batch of houses here with small gardens. I think these should face the little market square here. Let's just make it a bit smaller. so that it will actually fit in. We can do another one on this side too now. And get something of a street going as well. So let's hit the F1 button. Let's adjust it a bit. Yeah, and then right here there's a little bit more space, so we can add some decorations and things in that little alley. This should be a tiny bit smaller, I think. The area here, because, well, that's just where they enter the market. And usually you see a big place there, so that's why I'm trying to make it a bit smaller, just for making it look interesting and different. Alright, let's build another one next to it. Always hard this way to make everything straight, but we'll figure it out. Alright, let's hit the F1 button. Always hard work building all these houses, but if you do them manually, in the end I think you get the benefits from it, because you have a much nicer looking town with things actually fitting in and having the correct shapes and stuff like that. We're going to build another wooden well with this. I build a lot of wooden wells, I know that, but stone is scarce and I don't want to spend all the stones on the stone wells. It's just what this is all about. Right, let's move that field over, because, well, there's still a lot of trees to be chopped down, although we went from 45 already down to 34, so that is something. We can also see that the wells are done here. These are collecting all the goods that they need. I think they can be helped if they want to, so that's okay. And then soon we should be getting the first batch of bricks. Although, yeah, this needs to start filling up too. I don't think we have good charcoal pits here, but that's about it. Did we give these a better price? No. Okay. I think the carter should also be able to fill them up. So that's the way it goes. Then right here we get the warehouse, which is good. We can store some bricks in here if we want to and get them. Right now we don't yet, but let's store like 5,000 bricks in here. Then this also needs charcoal. Well, if these pits are ready, then that should be it. So let's just wait and just keep this with bricks. But might soon be that we're going to put some other stuff in there too. Ooh, we have some nice storages here that are getting filled up. That's great. But yeah, we need a lot more workers to actually move stuff around. And I think it might be time for our first cartshed, because I don't think we have one already, no. And getting a cartshed in the industry area that can just move around all of our goods can be so helpful in building a nice, prosperous town. So let's build a cartshed here. Let's continue the fencing all the way like this. And then we'll continue a bit like this. So there we'll have the cartshed. Let's put in a few very big trees, too close to other trees. Yeah, there's trees here too. So that ain't gonna work. So we'll put in some different bushes. And then we can put the trees in front here. Alright. And just one bush that's kind of stray, that's it. Ah, they started to fill this up a tiny bit. How much firewood do we still have? Oh, plenty of firewood, so no issue there. These have time to get all the goods that they need. And that works out too. The new houses get built. All the farms are growing. 32 trees left, but you have to walk all the way from there towards the yard here. We can see that all the trees... No, these have trees. Yeah, these don't have 18 trees there anymore. These still have too many trees. Way too many, actually. So these should really focus on getting all their goods out. But I think this is the closer one, so they will just get all their wood from this one. And this one won't be picked up that much, although there is somebody... Oh, they're bringing in logs, they're not taking out logs, so... Might need to start building some stuff here, so they will pick this forestry. But for now we're fine. Let's see, more animals to be slaughtered. Yes, 2 actually. Let's go take a look at this. 2 already. Maybe even more, no, just 2. We need to keep checking this, because this is the way we get the tanneries going. And make sure that we get all the leather and stuff that we need, for instance, for some shoe production. I don't think we have produced any shoes yet, so we can check resources. Let's go to shoes. Did we already? Yeah, we already produced a few shoes. Very good. And that's a way to make your village survive. If you don't produce any clothing or shoes, villagers will get mad and leave in the end. You need to start producing that stuff, but it takes a bit of time. All right, they still need some sheep hides. Now that we've set the sheeps to be slaughtered, that could be the case that it now will go quickly and we'll get those hides in time. Slaughterhouse is really busy. Ooh, we have tallow in here. We have salt, but that's okay. The meat will get out. I think we need to start storing the tallow right now. We're not using it yet. We'll need it in the soap industry, for instance, but well, that's not going to happen right now. But at least we need to get it out here, because otherwise this building will be completely filled up, and that's not what we want. And we should move up the carter. I want that done quickly. Ooh, they're building another layer. We should start creating our own quicklime soon, and from that we can get lime. Need to keep our eyes on the oxen here, though. They're pretty young still, but as soon as they start to age, at a certain point we'll have to replace them. Drying the first batch of bricks, that's great. So we're gonna get some bricks soon. We're out of apples, but that was to be expected, since we only had 1 orchard. And the apples will spoil eventually. A new family settling in town, that's precisely what we want to see happening. Messenger from their Cartshed, that's also the right messenger, because we can buy iron there. And we can sell some of our charcoal. So that works out. A lot of logs being brought in. We're down to 28 that have to go. And we should be getting quite a few potatoes out. Yep, they're bringing in some tallow now. Ooh, just 1 more batch and they can start to tan this too. And yeah, they're still doing leather, then sheepskin, then leather again. There's no leather available yet, but there will be soon. They're still creating lots of clothing. I like that. Let's keep going with that. We're trying to sell it already. We have some just laying there, so that works. We have mutton, but we should also be selling some beef, I guess. Since we will be slaughtering a lot of cows too. And we should be producing quite a bit amounts of beef already. No. I thought we would... Oh, maybe we did not produce any this year because we just started slaughtering. Mutton's from the sheep. And beef should be from the cows. So as soon as they start to slaughter a few cows, we should be getting some beef. Yeah, there it is. Alright, well, let's sell that too. Don't want to have that waiting around somewhere. We should also store it. We can store it in here. Plenty of space. Let's do like 500 beef in here. Ooh, this is working out. Well, not too much firewood in there, but all the other things are fine. We just don't have the workers to go around all the jobs, so... That's also why the cartshed might have to wait a bit. Although with the cartshed is a little bit of a trade-off, because with the cartshed, of course, you get a team of people that will just transport goods all the time, and that can free up quite a few laborers doing it by hand while they can do it by cart. So it's a bit of a trade-off. It can be very helpful, but you do need the stuff to be moved around with the carts, of course, because if you don't, then it might not be the best option to build it, because you'll just have workers in there not doing anything. But I think we can work with that, and we can make sure that it goes in the right way. They're building this well. Ah, right there. Somebody's bringing in the wood, and then they can actually start to build it. Perfect. It's halfway May. All the crops are nicely growing. We can see that a lot of the fields are actually active. Well, this farm has 3 fields not active. That might be a bit too much. But, well, it is what it is. We'll deal with it. We still have almost... Well, we have 11,500 buckwheat. We still have 4,000 potatoes. We have 1,200 flour. So the 3 different types of food we have, that works. So production is good for now. We'll have to keep it that way. Yep, sheepskin is now tanning. These are now getting all the other stuff that they need for the cow hides again. And we should be having enough cow hides at this point, although we're not storing them either. So I'm going to put in the cow hides here too. So as soon as we have plenty in here, they should store it. Raw cow hides that should be salted and then turned into regular cow hides. Alright, they're storing the cow hides now, and then the tanner can just easily pick them up there. Ooh, that's nice. Is that a new family? Yep, new family came in. Perfect. Means more workers. Who doesn't like more workers? Alright, why aren't they building this? All the goods are there now, so now they should be coming in. They're taking a rest. Wow, I guess they were all very tired, so they're all taking a rest. Very busy working. Always a good thing, of course. Don't slack around, just keep working. This is interesting, because these fields are attached to each other, but still a tree managed to grow right on the edge. Interesting. Let's... Oh, I'm going to leave it there. I think I like that. 25 trees left. Yeah, that's still a good amount. Probably, yeah, this number is increasing. And they have plenty of trees in there too, so that works. Nothing going wrong there. We built the well. You can start to accumulate some water now. And we're getting the cart shed up. Perfect. Let's start working on those carts. The thing is, we still need the glassworks to actually start working on row houses. Before we did not need to. We just needed the... oops, let's put workers in here, by the way. Otherwise the bricks won't be picked up. But before we needed only the brickworks, and now we also need glass. And glass we're still quite a bit away, because that's a lot of industries. We need the ashery. And the... we need the ashery, the glassworks. And the ashery takes a lot of time before it's actually getting done. Alright, regular deliveries. I'm not going to supply them for construction, because they can pick up the carts themselves. They have a lot of construction workers anyway. I want them to do all the different deliveries first. Alright, a cart has been created. Now it should be brought to the cart shed. And from there on, and I think there it comes, we can put a worker in here. Great. Well, we'll just have to find a worker then. And another cart's also being built, so I'm going to put in 2 already. They also need to rotate a bit, of course. There comes the worker. No. Thought he was coming in. Ooh, we got some limestone. Let's just need to gather more and then really create some lime. There comes our worker. Let's see if he will go out and do a job straight away or not. Yep, there he goes. Okay, that's good. There comes the second cart. And we have a second person in there. Alright, well, that should be very helpful to distributing all the goods in town. I would very much like that if it really helps to clear out the farm fields and things like that. Because there's still a lot of goods in here, although it's... yeah, most of it is removed, except from this one. Do we still have some wheat? Not really. Luckily we're getting close to the harvest. And I think we are getting out of burial space here. Ooh, I was not sure about that, but there, now I see it. So let's continue. Let's build another burial site here on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, Of course, we are very optimistic, so we're not gonna build too many grave sites because, well, we just want to see people live and not die. I do like it if we can build a tree here, though, I think. No, that's a bit too close to the chapel. But maybe we should build a tree at the edge of the roads here, like this. I think that would be nice. And it appears that the graveyard and the chapel are well-visited areas, so that's nice. I like that. Well, we started out with 200 people, up to 237 now. We got some new industries going. We have messengers coming in every now and then, bringing us nice goods, or just trying to buy some stuff from us that we can actually sell them, which is great. So we are doing quite okay. And I have a lot of fun, but, well, all good things come to an end, and this is one of those good things that comes to an end. So this is the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.